Yes, I am going to do everything I can to see to do my part is to helping people understand the campaign and get a clear view of the candidate. That's all I want to do. All right, so I saved this last one because this one is very close because this one involves my own people, black women, and this is one of a black girl. She's here in Texas. She's a Texan, and she explained why she voted for Tallarico. Let's listen to this, and then I want to tear this apart, pretty much. So let's listen, and then we'll meet on the other side. Here we go.
I voted James Tellerico. I already know my black cousin gonna beat me up. I already know they gonna jump me. I already know. I don't want nobody to think I got beef with Representative Crockett. She's an amazing candidate. She's an amazing politician. So if she wins, the sky is still blue, the sun is still out, and the clouds are still white and fluffy. As much as I love Representative Crockett, I'm not about to argue with these dang Trump supporters all dang day long. I got better stuff to do. Like, sometimes I feel like some of these politicians would not have a job if Trump supporters did not exist. And a lot of y'all that do not live in the state of Texas, y'all do not know that Texas has very low voting numbers. The first reason why I believe that is because the majority of Texans that live in purple or red spots are already pretty self-sufficient. They already have property. They already have land. They have already created their own resources. So it's really difficult to feed the majority of Texas that Democratic slop when they have already made a way out of no way, regardless of President Trump, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, George Bush, Bill Clinton. They have already created their own community, already created their own resources. So the only places where that typical traditional Democratic slop works: Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio. Cause them the only places where they used to seeing $1,900, $2,200, $2,500, $3,500, $4,000, $6,000, $10,000 for rent. Oh no, baby. Oh no, 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 baby. I got my property and my land. Okay, 1,400 total. Thank you. But the reason why I decided to go with Tellerico is not just because he was brave enough to take on the purple and red spots, whoa, but also because he said something along the lines of, I just don't want people to get used to this. I just don't want Texans to be numb to this. Something along the lines. It was when he was on Joe Rogan. And I believe that won a lot of us over because there's a lot of us that are blue. I'm a proud 92%er that we watch these Democrats drive right past us because they'd rather not deal with the purple spots. They'd rather not deal with the red spots. So as much as I love Representative Crockett, I think she just spends more time energizing her base. And there's nothing wrong with that except the fact that Texas is so red. And if it's not red, then another large portion is purple. Like, you got to get outside of them really, really, really blue spots because they are few and far between. Well, why is Tellerico talking to them Trump supporters? Why he talking to those Jill Stein voters? Because if he were to get that seat, it's his job to ensure their safety and protection as well, even if they don't vote for him, even if they don't like him. That's the last thing you want as a politician, regardless of your party, is for people to feel like they will be neglected if you won. So as a proud 92%er that loves Representative Crockett, I'm not arguing with these Trump supporters all day long. I need to do what is best for the state of Texas. Okay.
There's a lot to unpack with that. So basically, first of all, I'm just upset because here we have a black sister who, speaking her mind, she voted for Tellerico. She's going to vote for Tellerico, but she loves Jasmine Crockett. That makes no sense. First of all, you're not voting for her because she doesn't speak to the red in the center and the whatever. So you want her to become something that she's not. She's a progressive. You think that all she does is spend her time in the big cities, Maybe she does. That's where the base is. That's where you win elections, in the metropolitan areas, in the big cities. Going all around these little counties everywhere. They're already MAGA. Why would we waste energy in those counties? Why even go there? Why even go there? And you know what? And then James says, I hope it doesn't stay like that. James, you're wasting your time too. I mean, because if y'all are trying to change people from MAGA to blue, it ain't going to work. And the fact that you said something like she's not going to be representing them. They're people, aren't they? The issues that, everything that Jasmine has on her issues page, which I want to show you right now. on her issues page is stuff that all people want. So what makes you think she would not cover the red areas? They're people, aren't they? Aren't they people? So here's her website. Issues, affordability, housing, mental health, reproductive care, workers' rights. Are these not things that people in the red states would want? ICE, standing up for your nation's workers' rights, affordable care. This is stuff that people want. This is stuff that people want. Go to her website, read her issues page, and what you just said and not voting for her was stupid. And that's what messes us up. People like us that want to go and be Trump supporters and want to do something they think they're doing that's noble, but your argument made no sense at all. And I called you Black Girl Votes Tallarico.
I voted.
Your name
James
is
Tellerico. I already know my black cousin gonna beat me up.
She said that. I already know your black cousin gonna beat you up. So here's your black cousin, and I'm beating you up because that was a stupid post, and it made no sense at all. Somebody has a different strategy, and you think they should stay with the same formula that never wins. Talk to the purple people, as you call it, because she's wasting her time in the blue cities like Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. No, there's a lot of people in Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin that don't vote. Texas has a voter problem. You said it. She's energizing the base. If you think that's talking to black people only, she didn't say that. She's talking to non-voting people in these large areas. They could be black. They could be white. It doesn't matter. She's never said it was going to be black. She's never said that. You made an assumption. All right. So that one gets me fired up, guys, because it just does. Because when I see another black person, and I know people say, why do you always say black person? Because it's my brothers and my sisters. And we should know better. We should know better. We should know better. So that's why I say that.